Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well on this Sunday morning. It's a muggy, sunny one here in South Mississippi after some severe rain and flooding that we've had over the past few days. It's nice and sunny and awful feeling, so great South Mississippi weather. But hope everyone's doing well. In World Cup news, the U.S. won. I guess I'll do a World Cup update since I did one last video. The U.S. won their game against Australia, against the Socceroos. Sorry, Osmosi. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It was a good game. It was well played. A lot of physicality, which was nice to see. But the Americans pulled it out, and we've secured Group D, so we're on to the next round. And we've got one game left against Turkey in the group stage, so interesting to see how that goes. And yeah, so I was trying to decide what I wanted to say next. I had like 3 or 4 things run through my mind. Got a hobby update here for you guys. The models aren't completed. They are almost ready for a wash. I've got to freehand some fleur-de-lis on some shields and touch up some other ones on the other shields. So they're not completed models, excuse me, but they are almost there. Another thing, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe in the video. Or be sure to like, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll get that right eventually. Really helps the channel grow. It's just cool to see we're close to 100 subscribers. I think we're at 96. So let's see if we can get that to 100 before the end of the month. That would be really cool. Also, another thing about my videos, I think maybe YouTube will let me do ads now. I don't want to do ads. I would like to keep the videos ad-free because they're just simple hobby updates. They're nothing spectacular or anything like that. So I don't want to do ads. I don't plan on doing ads. But if YouTube is showing, I haven't enabled ads, but if YouTube is showing ads, I need to know, because I don't know if there's a way to stop that or not. I would like for there to be, but I don't think there, to my knowledge, there's not. And if they're going to show ads, whether I enable them or not, I'll enable them so that way I can at least get a little bit of minute revenue back from posting these videos. So if somebody would, or a few people would, just let me know if there's ads that play or not with these videos. I have YouTube Premium, so I can't go and see if there's ads that play with the videos, as I get ad-free videos with that. So yeah, if you guys could just let me know, that would be greatly appreciated. But this is going to be a quick video. Here's one of the guys from last week with his incredibly long middle part of the fleur-de-lis. I've got to touch it up, add another coat. There's that black, not blue. It's pretty thin. And I've got to touch up where I've done too much yellow, touching up with the yellow. So just clean it up a little bit. But I got the rest of the base coats on the guy, except for the teeth. I don't usually touch up teeth. Once I highlight his face with the skin tones I do, the Guilliman flesh, the teeth look different enough that like you know what they are, you know their teeth. So I may not touch them up, or I may paint them like a light brown bone color kind of thing, not sure. But yeah, got all of his base coats on. Happy with how he's coming along. And then here's this one. I missed some studs there on the front. his studded jacket, jerkin, whatever it is. And then this one, these are the three that, as you can tell, I've done the fleur-de-lis on. I've tried to touch it up with the yellow and I went a little too far, so I've got to go in and redo the, touch up with the black. Then these next three, I've got to do the fleur-de-lis all together. But I've just painted up their shields this morning. And like I've said with these guys, they're peasants and they're in a huge block, so like the individual is not that important per se. So I'm not super worried about doing highlights, faces, and bases, as I've said before and I'll say many times. Again, faces and bases is what matters to me to get these models to look decent, because they're going to be in a big block and they're going to get taken out easily. I'll definitely provide more time and detail to the knights themselves. But yeah, real simple, just contrast paints and some traditional acrylic paints. But that's the 6 of them. I based up my other guys shortly after the video last week, and I put the transfer on the flag for the unit, on the banner for the unit. So there's that. There's the, maybe that's better in shot. There's a little bit of shine to the flag from the Nuln Oil, but nothing crazy. There's transfer though. I'm happy with the way it came out. And then the base is, let's see, AK Interactive Muddy Ground. First time using it. Really happy with the way it looks. I mean, it looks like muddy ground. It says what it is on the tin. And I gotta paint the rims on these guys. Probably just gonna do it with a permanent marker, as that's how I like to do that now instead of wasting black paint. But that's the model finish. That's what they'll all look like. And put some tufts on there and everything. A little bit of white has showed up from like where the super glue is, so I've got to apply less super glue. I may go over that with some kind of a brown paint maybe, and or a wash or something, and try to get rid of that. But the tufts, let's see, are from, if I can find them, here they are. They're the 6mm mud green natural layout self-adhesive tufts from Shadow's Edge Minis, maybe? I guess is who that's, I guess, who I can buy them through. But yeah, so different sizes and everything in there, so you get some variety. Really happy with the way they do, how they come out. But that's it for me, guys. That's the video. Like I said, be sure to let me know about the ads, what the situation with that is. If YouTube's already doing them, then I'll allow them. But I have them as not, no ads at the moment. So if few of you could let me know that would be greatly appreciated. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Doesn't cost you anything. It just helps the channel get out there to more people. Same thing with liking and commenting. So really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.